Hey everybody, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Paul. How's it going?
And he's over there. And we're going to do one of our patented rapid reviews. This is a series we do where we talk about movies that are either overlooked because of their lack of success at the time. Usually it's an older movie that you shouldn't be sleeping on, folks. You should not miss the movies that we do our rapid reviews about. They're not always the best movies in the world, but there's usually something about them that is worth seeing them for. In this case... Oh, Paul, in this case, it is one of the best movies in the world, because this time around we're doing Innerspace. Actually, it's only echoey noises if it's outer space, so it should be Innerspace.
Yeah, does it get smaller as you say it, or like quieter as you say it, so that it gives you the...
It's broken my brain. Innerspace, Paul.
It's the reverse Doppler effect.
That's it. We're in a position where we've done loads of these videos. And we usually do them about things that people have missed. This one, there's a big argument to say a lot of people haven't missed it. My big argument would be too many people have. It's that good. Innerspace. Quick synopsis, Paul. Innerspace it's a miniaturization movie. It is about a intrepid kind of test pilot guy who's going to be miniaturized and injected into a rabbit because they're testing miniaturization technology. As things would happen, bad guys show up and try and steal the technology after he's been miniaturized, and to save his ass, they inject him into someone else's. So essentially, Dennis Quaid gets shoved into Martin Short in a very scientific miniaturization way. I did not actually intend any innuendo there at all. So he gets injected into an unknown organism for him, and it turns out that he ends up hooking up and talking to, like the voice inside Martin Short's head, to try and save his life. And also save Martin Short's life, because you don't really want the little miniature spaceship inside you becoming the big room-sized spaceship without getting out of you first. So there is the whole, either have one guy die and float around inside you, or have him become big while still inside you and make you go all sorts of poof and splat. Mm-hmm. So that's really Innerspace. Imagine Ant-Man, but just way better, and way different. Actually, more accurately, imagine Fantastic Voyage, because that's really what this was, the old movie going inside the human body. Imagine that with less wire work and more amazing special effects that are still, to this day, I think, mind-blowing.
Yeah, they do a lot of really nice practical effects, this comes from the mind of Steven Spielberg again, but it's not directed by him. It's directed by Joe Dante. But yeah, it's a great miniaturization film, which got Dennis Quaid, Martin Short. Martin Short is great in this. He could not I haven't seen him in a lot of movies, but I always remember him playing Jack in Innerspace. So. It's a great kind of coming back to the, because I specifically watched it for this rapid review and was just incredible.
It's funny. This is one of the few ones of these that I have not watched the movie, and it's because I watched Innerspace so many times that, like, Jack Putter is the character's name. I remember that. Tuck Pendleton is Tuck Pendleton is your Dennis Quaid test pilot guy. Also, if you've been watching the channel a while, you know that me and Kurt Russell, me and Dennis Quaid, me and Bruce Willis, in my head when I was about 8, were all really good friends, because I thought they were the coolest boys that I was going to be able to hang out with. So I definitely had some kind of hero worship, and this is one of those characters where I thought, he owned not the greatest of all muscle cars, but he was hanging out with Meg Ryan. I happen to think that Martin Short is my spirit animal, because I love him to death. So this had a lot going on for it. But Paul, we're burying the lead. There is another actor in this, and I know we mentioned Meg Ryan, so it's not her. It's Robert Picardo, everybody.
Yeah.
Your favorite doctor from Voyager. I've just realized that I should probably change the view, so I can actually show some stuff with this. So we've got Meg Ryan, we've got Dennis Quaid, we've got Martin Short, and we've also got a wonderful side role, but I think a star performance by Robert Picardo as the cowboy.
Yeah, the cowboy, which is a great name for a character just to not even explain who they are or anything like that. It's just a good kind of like they're the cowboy.
Yeah.
But I digress. Which is yeah. So this film, which is yeah, it's a miniaturization film. One based on the, as you said, the Fantastic Voyage, kind of concept, and kind of brought Bracken updated in the 1980s, and it's an incredible, as you said, it's an incredible film in a genre of sci-fi that is done rarely.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, because like its major contenders are Fantastic Voyage, Ant-Man, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes.
There's some of the, like, as in, I should point out, this is miniaturization films, as in they have caused miniaturization on purpose or by accident, not like the borrowers who are miniaturized people who borrow things.
That's a good point, but I guess the borrowers makes it into that list as far as the way you have to make things, and that's why the special effects, how it's shot, how it's made, the practical work that was done, it is for its time. It was groundbreaking. Won Oscars, all sorts of stuff. Today, like, you watched it recently, it still stands up, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, the practical and the combinations of practical effects and CGI is fantastic, and the CGI is like very minimal kind of thing. So which is great, because it's not, once again, it helps the, by having that kind of practical visualization, it helps the audience kind of getting into the movie a lot more, and we go to some weird places in this film.
And that's what I love about it, because I'm on record not a fan of miniaturization. Ant-Man, not my favorite of all the superhero Marvel type stuff, because miniaturization to me has never been my deal. It's never been my thing. Making yourself little, creeping through stuff, getting into wires, doing whatever it might be. I'm like, I never fantasized about, okay, do I want to fly, or do I want to become tiny and walk through a gap that somebody else can't get through? I think I'll take fly for now, thanks very much. But Innerspace, they put him in what is one of the coolest little pod spaceship type things. They shrunk it down. Then you bring Martin Short in doing comedy gold. Just pure, like, it is so well written, so well timed. But that performance, you're right, by Martin Short sells who that character is and sets up the contrast between the hero inside and the hero outside. The guy with all the belief but with all the mistakes that he's trying to repair. The guy with none of the belief and all the potential. And that playoff is perfect. But the human body being the thing, it's not like, oh, I can fit through there. It's miniaturization where blood flow in a vein is a torrent. It's how do you get from the eye to the ear? What is the human digestive system? Is it a danger if you happen to be in a little inner space spaceship? It just does everything possibly cool with the subject matter that it has, and writes such a cool kind of heist, caper, spy, sci-fi movie that I don't think anybody's done before or since.
No, I don't. I do think that the combinations of what you were saying there about which is Dennis Quaid being the inner hero and Martin Short being the person that needs that inner voice, outer kind of person thing is a great storyline to have in this, in a sense of kind of it's not Martin Short becoming a hero through his own kind of like it's an actual internal voice going, I really need you to take some of that whiskey so I can drink. Kind of level of things, which is great. And the bad guys, it's a very simple storyline in the sense of like, it is a heist movie kind of thing that kicks this all off. And then which gets just the kind of protection of Dennis Quaid and Martin Short, which is really nice. Their duo is very nice. Because as I said, Dennis Quaid doesn't really get to act like much along specifically aside people. He is just in that pod kind of thing, so he makes you believe that he is fully immersed in kind of like inside a body, going to be in danger, but talking to the outside world. Martin Short's like body acting comedy, the
dance he does with the robot arm when they're listening to Twist Again, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and it is, as you said, it's such a contrast to Dennis Quaid's character, who's just cool which goes cool. But the body comedy, body like movements and stuff like that he does, the body acting he does is just incredible. It's very Martin Short, I believe. So it's a good romp kind of sci-fi movie. They don't get hung up on any of the sci-fi of how or why. Like they're just miniaturizing someone. That's it.
Two little cufflink sized chips make it all possible, and that's what you need. You need your wang doodle. You need your this is the whatchamacallit that we're basing the film around, and away they go. And don't waste any more time on it. In fact, they weave in some other subplots, all designed around giving you more character and giving you more reason to care about the imminent danger they're in. And that's Meg Ryan is not just there as a love interest; she's there as an active participant in the plot and in the storyline. She's also there as an active participant in the narrative journey of you learning about Tuck Pendleton, the fighter test pilot, and also this kind of underdog, that Jack Putter, the Martin Short character. It all works really well. And then, did I mention Robert Picardo blowing our doors off with what I can only say is one of my favourite face-changing scenes. For those of you who haven't watched the movie yet, you'll know when you get there. You'll just know. I cannot believe we do not have the same conversations about Innerspace as we have about Die Hard or the other Joe Dante film, Gremlins. For me, Gremlins is wonderful. Innerspace is every bit as good and every bit as much a seminal movie of that era, and particularly sci-fi people should be heralding it as the best of its breed. It's just unstoppable. Sci-fi comedy, maybe the best one.
It is definitely alongside some of the best sci-fi comedies up there, and unique within its genre. So it's just a fun romp, great graphics, great everything, story wise, everything. This is if you're on the fence about this and never heard of Innerspace, or haven't checked anything else, and this is where you come to, go watch it. It is a fantastic movie to watch. It's definitely one for the books, kind of thing. I can't believe it's not on the same level as it's higher on the level of The Last Starfighter, but it's one of those ones that it's just not understandable how you've missed this one.
And this is one of our longer rapid reviews for this very reason. We're going to bail out of it because we could talk for 10 hours about this, but this is rare. We usually don't do a rapid review of something that we can say we'd give it A's across the board. Yet, this one we had to, because it fulfilled the criteria of why are people forgetting this movie? Yeah. So, if you haven't seen it before and you go watch it, please come back. Let us know in the comments down below. While you're there, hit a little like. It'll help other people find the video. Hit a little share. It'll help spread this goodness with others and get the Innerspace message out there. But if you have seen it before, just let us know in the comments down below. Is it one of your faves? Do you hate this movie? Because if so, I'd love to hear a good reason why. Maybe you don't like BMW 6 Series with personalized number plates. That's one for the car folks out there, because car folks love this film too. Everybody loves this movie. Paul, I'm going to say wait till next time. How can you get us out of here before I talk about how great this movie is even more?
Yeah, and if because of this rapid review you end up going to watch Innerspace, let us know, which goes in the comments down below as well. That'll be great for us as well to know that these rapid reviews kind of are working. Otherwise, enjoy the movie. We have some other rapid reviews also, so go check them out as well if there's some other movies that we can recommend. But otherwise, I've been Paul.
And I've been Patrick.
And we've been Hear Us Out.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.